hello everybody. This is where I would usually welcome you to the video. However, can I just say something real quick? I was not able to secure a Switch 2. I will not be going to NAIC, and my air conditioning is broken. So today I'm going to be bringing you a deliciously diabolical team. This team features none other than Doug Dimmadome, owner of the Dimsdale Dimmadome, as well as Ability Shield Koraidon, and Sash, Encore, Disable, Shadow Rider Calyrex. This team, I did use this team a little bit on stream. I do stream a lot of VGC. I will link that in the description down below. So definitely if you're enjoying your time here, make sure to check that out. So I did use this team a bit on stream. And oh my gosh, it really has no right being as fun as it is. It is also a team that I feel is very far out of my comfort zone. There's also a Dondozo on this team. I am not a Dondozo player. I am not a Dondozo enjoyer even. My vice is size spam. I will say it, I'm not without vices. My vice is definitely size spam, but I've never been a good Dondozo player. I've never enjoyed playing Dondozo. I feel the exact same way about Wheezing, or Galarian Wheezing in this case. I think Wheezing has such a freaking broken ability. Like, neutralizing gas is crazy. And also, Wheezing has a great move pool in Poison Gas and Toxic Spikes, in Dazzle and Sludge Bomb and Taunt. Like, so many good moves for Wheezing to choose from, and yet I just feel like when I use Wheezing, I'm never using Wheezing to their full ability. So I'm really excited to use this team. I'm a big proponent of, if I don't feel like I'm good at using an archetype, then that's even more reason to use it so I can get better at it, so I can also when I play against it, I can understand how to beat it from playing it so much. So without further ado, let's hop into the rental code area. Delightful. This is the team I am going to be rocking with today. This team was made by John Luke VGC here on YouTube, so I will have them linked in the description down below. If you are interested in the team, definitely make sure to check it out. I will also have the paste down there as well. And just one thing to note about the paste is, the paste does say this is Terra Normal on the Shadow Rider. We are in fact Terra Ghost, but the Terra Ghost is great because we get to do a little bit of double dipping for the extra astral barrage damage. But as you can see from the team, we are using Ability Shield, Koraidon, Collision Course, Blitz, and Flame Charge, all fairly standard on the Koraidon. Scarf Chi-Yu to really pump out some more damage, as well as aid in our Calyrex being able to pump out more damage. We do have Rocky Helmet, Terra Water, great defensive Terra. I'm a big believer in defensive Terra Water Wheezing, with the Dazzling Gleam, the Toxic Spikes, the Poison Gas, and then we also have the leftover Dozo with the Safety Goggles Tatsu as the final two Pokemon. And what I love about this team, and what I think is really fun about this team, is, and how I would say, at least this is how I played it on stream, a lot of times I would bring Wheezing and then only one restricted, and then I just treated Dozo Geary like they were the second restricted, you know? So with my, whether it was, it's kind of matchup dependent, but whether it's Koraidon or whether it's the Shadow Rider plus the Wheezing, then I usually try to kind of punch some holes through their team, set up some Poison Gas, set up some Toxic Spikes, so that I get to bring in my Dozo, and then just really stall out the game from there, as I've already punched holes through the team. So that's kind of how I'm going to be trying to pilot the team, but once again, please make sure to check out John Luke. I'd really appreciate it. And I think that's it, so let's go, and let's hop into some games. Okay. Oh, okay, game one. Yo, we jumped right into this. It truly is our lucky day. Okay. And we have Double Dog. Double Dog. Okay, I haven't tried it yet, but that is a duo that I think would be incredibly fun, and I'm really excited to kind of see how this plays. We also do have the Tornadus and Urshifu. Truly has been a staple since both of them were legal in VGC in Scarlet and Violet, at least. And then the Rillaboom for terrain control, and the Raging Bolt as the last as well. I actually do... I do... Sorry, I'm thinking. I do think overall, as long as it is not Ability Shield Tornadus, I do think that Koraidon, I do think something like this is very good. I really, really like going something like this, I think. This actually might be a rare game where I go Callie and Chi-Yu in the back. As kind of weird as that is, because I don't feel, if they have Sacred Sword, on the, Zacian, I don't feel super confident, or if they have, because they also have two pretty good ways to hit the Dondozo as well. Maybe this was a mistake and I should bring the Dozo in the back. I don't know if I've actually ever brought this combination, but I sure as heck am gonna try. Okay, so we are Ability Shield. We'll say our Ability Shield, we are shielding, right? Yes. Okay. Okay. I think I Blitz. I think it's probably worth protecting my Dozo to be no, sorry, sorry. I don't have that. I think it's probably worth... I wonder if there's Sash on this team. This also goes pretty poorly if there's Sash. But I'm gonna click Flare Blitz, and I'm gonna click Protect here. Yeah, I'm gonna click Flare Blitz and I'm gonna click Protect here. If there's Sash, this goes, much worse. If they are Sash, this goes much worse. But I don't believe Tornadus can live this. I could be wrong, but when I was using this team before, whenever I clicked this into Tornadus, as long as I Terra'd, Tornadus never lived. Okay. Behemoth Blade, perfect into my little Protect. Flare Blitz go off. I really could have Flare Blitz their Zacian, which is kind of nasty work, but I will happily take the Tornadus. I will happily take a Tornadus here. I did use my Terra, but that covered for if they wanted to click the Play Rough button. That also covered for they would not have KO'd. Okay. I don't think I see myself getting this flame charge off, but what could they have in the back? Is Spikes worth it? No. Because they probably have Zama, which is a steel type. Okay. But I will Poison Gas here. Specifically for the Raging Bolt. Yeah, I like that. I like that. Because I think they have... Okay, you actually protect that. Okay. I was gonna say, I think they have to Thunderclap here, but I guess not. So this should guarantee that I get my poison off, which I think is okay. Oh, they actually just web. Okay, and they miss the... That's a huge miss for me. That's a huge miss for me. Really, really big there. Like, I'm not gonna lie. That was very big. Although they probably just could have clicked Thunderbolt and KO'd me. So there's that as well. I'm just gonna click Dazzle for chip damage here. Okay, which Pokemon am I more worried about? I really feel like these two Pokemon can put in so much work in this endgame, but now that the Zacian did protect, I am gonna, well... It's tough to cover for all Terras here, right? I've seen Terra Fairy-zation, I've seen Terra Fairy-zation, I've seen Terra Water-zation, I've seen Terra Ground-zation, I have even seen Terra Electric, jump scare, but I think probably my best bet here is to click Flare Blitz. Is to click Flare Blitz and Dazzling Gleam. They're gonna cancel. Okay. That tells me probably not a defensive Terra on the Zacian then. Obviously I do think that web definitely mattered, but my Koraidon still would have outsped at least their Raging Bolt this next turn. So I think their options, like let's say that turn, their options are to click something like, Thunderclap to KO my Koraidon, and then click the Behemoth Blade to KO my Weezing. And I could protect Weezing if I wanted to, although I don't believe there's a big reason to do that there. But then they have taken chip damage because of the, they've taken chip damage because of the Rocky Helmet, and they are continuously taking chip damage on the Raging Bolt as well. Then I have Sash, Callie, and Choice Scarf Chi-Yu, and I just feel like, regardless of what they have in the back, I'm just in such a good spot to dish out too much damage. Because even if they want to, let's say they want to swap in their Zamazenta to be able to click Wide Guard, like, are you going to swap your Zamazenta in on a Heat Wave and a Astral Barrage, and then when you click Wide Guard, I can click Disable, right? So it's like, or I can click on to Encore, so you can't click anything else, you know? So it feels like I was in a commanding position. The miss did matter, but it felt like regardless I was in a pretty commanding position, so nice. Okay, let's jump into game 2. Okay. Oh, hello! Okay, no. I thought I was the villain today, but my opponent has Garganacl. If you've been around the channel, or if you've been around the stream at all, back in, Reg A, back in the Reg A days, years ago, I have been hurt by Garganacl. I have been big time hurt by Garganacl. So, okay. Interesting. Weirdly, I actually can't believe I'm saying this. Truly, when I streamed using this team, I probably played this team for maybe 3 hours. I brought Dozo to almost every single game, but I just weirdly don't think this is it again. I guess maybe if I can get rid of the... They can Salt Cure me. It just feels tough, you know? It just feels tough. I know they have 2 dark types, but I think I'm gonna do this. They can Salt Cure me. If I let them get their Miraidon into a good position, that can be really bad. I also don't know what kind of Whimsicott this is. If this... I would assume it's not Sash Whimsicott, because they do have a Chiempow, but if this is Sash Whimsicott, and they get the chance to Endeavor me, I'm just a little bit scared. I'm just a little bit scared here. Terra Normalization, hello. Terra Normal, hello. Hey, what could they possibly have? Okay. I mean, I think ultimately setting up spikes is super good for me. Is it good enough that I need to Terra? Terra Water doesn't feel awful. Yeah, I think I do this. I think I do this, but we'll see. I may be also supposed to double protect here so that I can disable the Behemoth Blade next turn. I think actually, arguably, that is the better play here. Okay, no protects from them. I get very good chip damage. Oh, they gamed with that one. Oh, they gamed with that one. Yo, that was sick. Okay. Oh, but they beat me that. Okay. Okay. That does way too much, but this is, okay. Potentially. I'm gonna poison gas and protect here. I have to protect my Koraidon. I need to stall out... Oh, this is great. I need to stall out their Tailwind somehow. I know that they can Encore me here. I do know that they can Encore me. Because even though they don't have Prankster, they are faster, but they Moonblast. Okay. I can live with this. So I do get a poison on the Wimmy, okay. Yeah, I don't actually think I double protect that first turn, because they're gonna get their Tailwind. They are gonna get their Tailwind. I'm also not giving them a free swap. I'm gonna set up spikes again. I could Dazzle, but I'm gonna set up double spikes, so that whatever comes in is super poisoned. Tailwind 2. Okay, I can live with this, I think. Wait, sorry, I did set up spikes, right? Yeah. I can go for the double. It's probably not worth it. Because there's only 2 more turns of Tailwind now, right? Yeah, so then I can protect next turn and be fine, I think. So let's spikes again. Let's spikes again, and if for some reason I get this flame charge off, I get this flame charge off. Nope, that's totally fine. That's totally fine. That's gonna happen. Okay, you do Blast Me Moonily. Weirdly, kind of as bad as that, like, first turn was, this is actually kind of okay. Yeah, you will go down to poison next turn, unless you swap. Yep, okay. I think I can actually maneuver myself into a not horrible position, but only time will tell. Only time will tell. Unless it's a roll on the Zacian. That's where it gets bad, I think. I don't think that should be a roll. I don't think that should be a roll. I still have Sash intact here. Am I actually supposed to Dazzling Gleam? I don't think so. I don't think so. I think I believe it's not a roll. Okay, something's gonna get extremely poisoned. Okay, it's the Garg. I'm actually super fine seeing the Garg get poisoned here. Badly poisoned at that. Cheers. Yes! Okay, they do reveal the taunt. Huh. So maybe no Encore? Okay, poisoned. Now they're... Let me think. No more Tailwind for you. Cool. They actually sent in Miraidon. I'm very surprised by that. I'm very, very surprised by that. Okay, I think they have to wide guard here. They have to wide guard here. I'm gonna click this, though. Yep. So, here's the thing. I can see what their Miraidon goes for. Though. I would have protected here, but I can't, because I already protected last turn. So let's see. They drift, okay. I don't, whoa, that did not do a lot of damage. Okay, that's cool. Okay, they are lefties variant, okay. Poison and poison. Okay, how do I get myself into not a horrible spot? I'm gonna click Dazzle again. And I'm gonna click Disable. Into the Miraidon. Okay. Next, I will click Disable into that Mon. Okay. Can I get myself into a winning position? I'm really not sure I can. I'm really not sure I can, but I am absolutely gonna try. Okay, more poison chip. I'll take what I can get. Okay. I'm gonna Dazzling Gleam and Disable here. This does... I really have to hope that they're specs. I really have to hope that they're specs here. Okay. They stayed in, so they're not specs, presumably, which is very bad for me, but let's see. Okay, no more wide guard for you. Big. Are you struggling? Like, what are you clicking? Ah, got it. Okay. So they are not specs, which is very bad for me. Insanely bad for me. I really had to play this like they were specs, but that is what it is. I do think I lose the game now. I do think I want them not being specs. Actually, I think I lose the game. Yo, my opponent cooked with this team, though. My opponent really, unfortunate game for me, but, like, I got super best of one. My opponent cooked here. My opponent really cooked here. Yeah, there's nothing I can do. That was a cook. That absolutely was a cook. Let's see. Great damage, though. Okay, they're gonna KO their own Mon. Okay, wait a second. Okay, hold on. Okay, hold on. Okay. Hold on. Everybody hold! There shouldn't be anything I can do. There shouldn't be anything I can do. Hold on. Wait. We got Heat Wave. That's all I got, though. We got Heat Wave, and that's it. They actually cooked turn 1. They did, in fact, do a bit of cooking turn 1. Are they in range for Heat Wave to KO? I don't think so, because we're Scarf and not Specs. But let's see. We got it close. Y'all, we made this close. They're probably AV, right? I don't think they're AV. I bet they're... Are they Covert Cloak? I don't know. I don't think this KOs. I think there's no way. Do I overheat the Miraidon? No, I'm just gonna Heat Wave here. That is the correct play. Okay, come on, Chi-Yu, buddy! Buddy! Chi Miss! Show him what you got, pal! Show him what you got, pal! We were so close! I am so sad. We were so close. Hold on. Actually, wait a second. Okay, hold on. Chi-Yu. Okay, gamer lean engaged. Chi-Yu, gamer lean engaged. You can do it, buddy. Chi-Yu, you can do it, buddy. I can't look, I'm too scared. Chi-Yu, please be locked in. Chi-Yu, I'm begging you, be locked in here, babe. Chi-Yu, be locked in here, babe. Ah! Let's go! We're locked, bot, and loaded. Feels good. Feels good. Yo, they cooked with that team, though. They absolutely cooked with that team, but just, like, the comeback felt amazing there. The comeback actually felt lit there. So, here's the thing. I maybe should have double protected when I double lived the parabolic charge, right? Is that the correct play? I don't know, because that would have given them a swap. That would have given them a swap into their Zacian if they wanted to take it. And sure, their Zacian is in range of a Astral. However, that would mean that they could bring back in their Garg, and they would have Wide Guard alive again. So, arguably, I should have double protected, but I didn't want them to play it that way, and then they have Wide Guard alive, and it's gonna be then I have to disable that, but I can't because then I will get KO'd. So, it was just a tough spot. Chi-Yu absolutely cooked. Chi-Yu cooked there. I do think Weezing was super good there as well. Koraidon did very little, but Koraidon did try. And I really felt like this showed off the Calyrex set. Even though they weren't choice specs, which would mean the disable would mean they couldn't go for a move. Even with that, still being able to click the disable, we wasted one of their turns because they used a turn going for it, and then we were able to disable the Wide Guard so we could actually click moves and win the game. So I felt like that showed off the synergy perfectly. Yo, that was such a hype game. Let's go. And I'll catch you in a game 3. Okay, Esteban. I see you, pal. Okay, well, if you were gonna ask me, what on my team were we gonna have a mirror of? I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna tell you, I didn't think it would be Weezing. Okay, well, I'm actually, dismayed. I'm actually dismayed. I cannot bring, well, no. Unless, no. I think this just gets a little bit too pinned by Fake Out. I'm actually, like, very nervous about this. I actually cannot believe I'm not gonna bring Dozo here, but Dozo doesn't feel good if they have their Weezing on the board and they also get their, spikes up. It's just like, yikes for Dozo, you know? Although, Dozo can't be damaged a ton, but can be, like, Will-O-Wisped and intimidated, but I do have Body Press. I'm really trying to convince myself to bring it, but they do have two mostly ghostly types. They have a poison type to resist the Body Press. I don't know what timeline we're living in, but literally, I'm trying to convince myself to bring Dozo. Like, I don't know what the hey timeline this is, but I don't know. I promise this is the real me. I promise this is the real Lucky Wolf. Not an imposter, just coming on here to play. Oh, Sleepy Doggy! That was very cute. Not an imposter to just come on here and play Dozo, I swear. I am crying! I am crying! Okay. We are timid. Max speed, baby. Sorry, here's what I'm trying to reckon with, right? Here's what I'm trying to reckon with. I can protect to potentially go for a disable, but if they are also running Encore Disable, I don't have this information, but if they are also running Encore Disable, then if I protect, like, what's worse for me? What's worse for me? Getting Encore into protect, or taking a bunch of damage? They could also be taunt on their Smagogo. Okay, they actually do protect. I will click Encore this next turn, unless they taunt me. Then I'm sad. But unless that happens, like, I just clicked the Wii button. I clicked we're going fast. And I think everyone should be timid max speed, right? Like, speed ties. Those are fun. Okay. I'm gonna click Encore. This comes down to a speed tie, which is really painful. I don't think I swap anything in here. This is what it comes down to. Okay, they're Terra Normal. They're Terra Normal, right? I guess they could be Terra Dark. It's gonna be Terra Dark or Terra Normal, which we will see here. Oh, or Terra Water. Great Terra. Okay. Okay, speed tie. Speed tie, go. No. Okay, well, we lose the game on the spot. It is what it is. It is what it is. Well, not necessarily, actually. Not necessarily. Not necessarily. Yeah, we were a speed tie away from winning, but it is what it is. Oh, there's strange steam. Okay. Crit did not matter. Crit did not matter, but yeah. We're a speed tie away from winning that. It is what it is. I can protect, but it's like, that doesn't change it from being a speed tie next turn, you know? Like, if I was Terra Normal here, the Terra Normal would have actually gone so frickin' nutty. Would have gone so nutty. But I'm not. I can maybe cook something if they play this defensively. My only shot is that they play this defensively and I can maybe cook something here. Probably not, but I sure as heck am gonna try. They didn't play defensively. Boop. Okay, that's fine though. That's fine though. Okay, so they go to neutral. They click the Astral button. I get to go speedy here. I'm alive, okay. And they take a little bit more chip damage. Okay, I'm working on something. I swear. I'm working on something. I'm not. I'm not working on anything. But now I am faster. No more neutralizing gas. Beads of Ruin. Bah! Activated. They do know I'm Scarf here. Should be Zama coming out, right? Every day of the week. That also makes sense, yeah. Yeah, because they should still outspeed, if I'm not mistaken. Speed, yeah. Okay, now the hope is, for some reason, they click Icy Wind. Okay, they actually did, but they had to miss. They had to miss the Icy Wind, but that's okay. I mean, we lost this to a speed tie. Like, that's gonna happen. Literally, that's gonna happen. We're both using max speed Callie, but I was a speed tie away from being in an insanely good position. Insanely good position, because then they've already blown their Terra. There's nothing that swaps into Barrage. So I think if I win that speed tie, I think I win on the spot, but we'll see. And that's just, like, part of playing Callie Shadow, right? That's part of playing Callie Shadow is just naturally going to be the speed ties. As I said, we are timid max speed, so I know for a fact it was a speed tie because we are truly the fastest horse we can be, but unfortunately, the RNG, the Pokegod said, not today, fam. Not today. So that's gonna be it for the games, and I will catch you in the rental code area for my final thoughts. Not gonna lie, losing a speed tie is never a good feeling at all. But you know, it is what it is. It's part of using the Shadow Rider, you know, that is just what it is going to be. But like I said, I think if we win that speed tie, then we are in a fantastic spot, because then the next turn I just get to click my spikes and I get to click Astral and nothing swaps into that. Their horse will get poisoned when it comes back in, all that kind of good stuff. So I do think that was a little bit unfortunate, but that second game was so fun. That second game was just a delightful game, a really, really fun comeback, even though my opponent literally had the tech! They had the best of one tech, but we said nah. We said nah, we just gotta Chi-Yu, we just gotta Scarf Chi-Yu, so we're good to go. And then that first game, my opponent was like, nah, I don't want to play against this. Get me out of here, I don't want to play against this. So, all in all, an incredibly fun team. Highly recommend using it. Again, created by John Luke, who I have in the description down below. So please make sure to check that out. I really would appreciate that. And that's going to be it for me. So I do want to say thank you all so much for watching. I very much do appreciate it. Look, I know you're probably sick of hearing it, but if you did enjoy this content at any time, please feel free to leave a like, comment, or subscribe. Literally any of that genuinely really does help me out, really does help to grow the channel, which I would very much appreciate. That's gonna be it. Okay, you have a great day. Bye!